How often do we talk about the battles that men face with addiction behind closed doors? It's a poignant question that sheds light on a largely silent struggle. Addiction, in its many forms, is more than a personal battle. It's a complex web of psychological, social, and physical challenges. Yet the conversation about men's addictions remains muted, often overshadowed by stigma and misconceptions. By bringing these issues into the open, we can start to understand the profound effects they have on individuals and communities. Today, we dive deep into the world of men's addictions, uncovering the layers of impact on their lives. Alcohol, often seen as a harmless social lubricant, can sometimes transform into a crippling addiction. It's a familiar sight: a group of friends laughing over beers, a toast at a wedding, or a fine wine paired with dinner. But when does the occasional drink slip into something more dangerous? For many men, what starts as social drinking may gradually become a dependency. In fact, studies suggest that men are more likely than women to become dependent on alcohol. This dependency isn't just a craving. It's a psychological need that can dominate one's life. The psychological effects of alcohol addiction are profound. Beyond the dependency, it can lead to severe mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. The numbing effect of alcohol might seem like a temporary escape from stress or sadness, but it can actually deepen these feelings over time. Socially, the impacts are equally damaging. What begins as social drinking can spiral into behavior that strains or even destroys relationships. It's not uncommon for friendships to suffer, marriages to strain, and professional relationships to falter under the weight of alcohol misuse. The social butterfly might become isolated, finding his interactions increasingly limited to drinking scenarios. Physically, the toll is stark and often irreversible. Liver disease, such as cirrhosis, is one of the most well-known consequences of long-term alcohol abuse. But that's not all. There's also an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and several types of cancer. These health issues don't just affect longevity, they can significantly diminish the quality of life. Despite these risks, alcohol continues to hold a place of honor in many cultures, often celebrated as a key component of social gatherings and rites of passage. This cultural acceptance can mask the dangers, making it harder for individuals to recognize when they've crossed the line from moderate drinking to potential abuse. While alcohol is celebrated in many cultures, its potential for abuse remains a significant threat to men's health. The thrill of a gamble can be exhilarating, but what happens when the stakes are your life? Gambling, often seen as just a harmless diversion, has the potential to escalate into a destructive obsession. For many men, the allure of gambling lies in the psychological thrill and the adrenaline rush of risk-taking. It's not just about the money, it's about the challenge, the competition, and the feeling of outsmarting the odds. However, this excitement can quickly spiral into a relentless pursuit of win after win, leading to a condition known as gambling addiction. Unlike many other addictions, gambling doesn't typically manifest through physical symptoms, making it particularly insidious and difficult to recognize. It's a hidden affliction that can deceive even the closest of family members. The consequences of a gambling addiction extend far beyond the loss of money. Financial instability is just the tip of the iceberg. Relationships suffer as trust erodes and the gambler's actions become increasingly desperate. Family stress mounts, and the societal implications grow, contributing to a cycle of anxiety and depression that can affect all aspects of life. Imagine the burden of carrying a secret that not only drains your financial resources but also alienates you from your loved ones. The isolation that accompanies this addiction can be profound and paralyzing. Gambling addiction quietly chips away at lives, often unnoticed until significant damage has been done. Prescribed for pain but often leading to a much deeper agony, prescription pill addiction is a modern-day crisis. In the shadows of public scrutiny, many men find themselves grappling with a dependency that often starts innocuously enough. Imagine a scenario where a man is prescribed opioids after a minor surgery. Initially, these medications are a godsend, alleviating pain and facilitating recovery. However, the line between use and dependency can quickly blur. For many, the descent into addiction begins with the legitimate use of prescribed medications, but as the body grows accustomed to these drugs, a higher dosage is often required to achieve the same relief. This is the beginning of tolerance, a significant step towards dependency. In our connected world, can too much connection be a bad thing? As we delve into the realm of technology and the internet, it's clear that what was once a revolutionary tool for advancement is morphing into a digital trap, particularly ensnaring younger men. The allure of constant connectivity has led to a new form of addiction. It's not just about spending a few extra hours scrolling through social media, it's the compulsion to check notifications, the relentless pull of video games, and the endless binge-watching of series. This digital overdose is reprogramming our brains, craving instant gratification and continuous stimulation, which in the long run can lead to significant psychological impacts. Mentally, this constant engagement is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it keeps us informed and connected to distant friends and global events. On the other, it can lead to an overload of information, fostering anxiety and sometimes severe depression. The screen, a portal to the world, can ironically become a wall that isolates us from real human interactions, leading to a profound sense of loneliness and disconnection. Physically, the effects are just as alarming. Prolonged screen time can lead to eye strain, sleep disturbances, and even changes in brain structure associated with addictive substances. The posture we adopt while glued to our devices can cause chronic back and neck pain, heralding long-term physical ailments. As digital worlds pull us in, the real world can sometimes slip away, bringing forth a new age of addiction. Chasing the perfect body, many men find themselves caught in the grip of steroid use. The quest for muscle mass, improved performance, and the ultimate physique drives many to make risky health decisions. But what starts as an attempt to enhance one's body can quickly spiral into dependency. Steroids, or anabolic androgenic steroids, are synthetic variations of the male sex hormone testosterone. They're often used illegally to increase muscle size and reduce body fat. The allure is potent, especially in a society that often glorifies a hyper-masculine body image. Yet the psychological drive to achieve this can cloud judgment, leading men down a precarious path. The physical health risks of steroid use are severe. They range from liver damage and increased heart disease risk to hormonal imbalances that can cause permanent endocrine system disruption. Men may experience testicular shrinkage, reduced sperm count, and even develop breasts through a condition known as gynecomastia. The psychological effects are equally daunting, including aggressive behaviors and mood swings, which can strain relationships and professional life. Socially, the implications are significant. Steroid use is not only frowned upon in most sports, but is also illegal without a prescription. Getting caught can lead to legal troubles, tarnished reputations, and a loss of career opportunities, particularly in competitive sports. The pursuit of an ideal physique can lead to dangerous choices where the cost often outweighs the benefit. Recognizing the signs and seeking help are the first steps towards recovery. Throughout this discussion, we've delved into the shadows where many men find themselves trapped. From the socially acceptable spirals of alcohol abuse and the deceptive allure of gambling to the silent crisis of prescription pills. We've also navigated the digital labyrinths of technology addiction and confronted the dangerous quest for physical perfection through steroids. Each of these addictions shares a common thread. They often begin harmlessly, a simple part of everyday life or a quick fix to a complex problem. Yet, without awareness and open conversations, they can quickly lead to devastating consequences. It's crucial that we foster environments where men feel safe to speak about their struggles without fear of judgment. Support networks, whether they are friends, family, or professional help, are vital. By breaking the silence on men's addiction, we pave the way for healing and recovery. It's time to talk. It's time to help.